In this video, I'm going to discuss the ISRO written exam syllabus and weightage for electronics, or with the code BE001, that is conducted every year by the Indian Space Research Organization for recruitment into scientist or engineer C position. Hi, welcome to Vedanta Education, a YouTube channel that helps you to crack technical competitive exams like GATE, ISRO, IS, DRDO and others, especially in electronics communication, electrical and instrumentation engineering. There is no official syllabus that is given out by the ISRO for these recruitment exams. These recruitment exams are held under a broad category of engineering streams like mechanical, electrical, civil and electronics. A student who aspires to clear the recruitment exam has to look at the previous year's question papers and then study accordingly. In this video, we are going to look at 3 years of ISRO question papers in electronics, that is BE001, and then analyze it in order to get a clear picture of the syllabus and weightage. So let's discuss the ISRO written exam pattern for scientist/engineer, that is SC position, conducted by the ISRO Centralized Recruitment Board or the ICRB. So firstly, the exam duration is for 90 minutes, that is 1.5 hours. And then you have the total number of questions, which is 80. So you have to solve 80 questions in 1.5 hours. Each question is worth 3 marks. You have a negative marking of -1 and the total number of marks is 240. On the left column, you can see the subjects on which the questions appeared in the ISRO recruitment exam for electronics in 2020. You have here analog electronics, and from analog electronics, there were 12 questions which appeared in this exam. From electromagnetic theory, 13 questions, digital circuits, 12 questions, control system, 9 questions, electronic devices and circuits, 11 questions, networks, 10 questions, communication, 5, signals and system, 3 questions, engineering mathematics, 2, and then power electronics, 3. So each of these questions are worth 3 marks. So the amount of marks on each subject is proportional to the number of questions. So that means the highest number of marks was allotted to electromagnetic theory, that is 39 marks. Let's now analyze the subjects in order to find which are the most important subjects. Here I have plotted a bar graph. On the left side, that is the y-axis, you have all the subjects like electromagnetics, and on the y-axis there is the number of questions which appeared on each of the subjects. So from this bar graph, let's try to find out how many subjects are there from which more than 10 questions were asked, that is beyond this line. So beyond this line, there are 4 subjects, which is electromagnetics, and then you have digital electronics, and then you have electronic devices and circuits, and then you have analog electronics. Each of these subjects weighted much more because there were more than 10 questions asked for in each of the subjects. And as you know, all the questions are of same value, that is 3 marks each. There are some subjects on which 10 or slightly less than 10 questions were asked, that is network theory, which is 10, and control systems, 9. Now let's just look at the weightage of these subjects in the next plot. So what you have here is a pie chart which shows subject-wise weightage of different subjects that appeared for ISRO 2020. So from this, you can see that the highest weightage was given to electromagnetics, and then you have digital electronics, 15%, analog electronics again 15%, then you have electronic devices 13%, and network theory 12.5%. From this, you can see that the majority of questions appeared from electromagnetics, digital electronics, analog electronics, electronic devices, and network theory. If we are able to get these subjects done, it means that you are covering most of the syllabus for ISRO 2020 electronics exam. This analysis was for only 1 year, but we have to see if it's consistent in other years also. So let's just check for 2019 what was the subject-wise weightage. I have a table here again. On the first column, you have the subjects. On the second column, you have the number of questions that appeared on those subjects, and the weightage in the third column. So again, you can see analog electronics, you have 11 questions appearing in 2019. And from electromagnetic field theory, there are 11 questions again. Digital circuits, 11 questions. You have control systems, 9 questions. Electronic circuits and devices, 12 questions. Networks, 10 questions. Communication, 7. Signals and systems, 2. Engineering math, 3. And there are other subjects like computer architecture, from which 4 questions were asked. Let's now analyze this bar graph again. So in this one, you have again the subjects on the y-axis and number of questions on the x-axis. Now let's see how many subjects have more than 10 questions each. So if you count the subjects beyond 10, you have analog circuits, then you have electromagnetic field theory, then you have digital circuits, and then you have electronic devices and circuits. Again, there are 4 subjects on which more than 10 questions appeared in the ISRO 2019 electronics exam. Let's look for one more year, that is 2018, to get more information on the weightage of the subjects in ISRO recruitment exam for electronics. Here in the left column, again, you have the subjects on which the questions were asked in ISRO 2018 electronics exam. And in the middle column, you have the number of questions that appeared on each of the subjects. The third column is the weightage. So unlocked circuits, you have 6 questions, electromagnetic theory 15, which is quite high, digital circuits 13, control systems 6, electronic devices and circuits 6, networks 8, communication 12, then you have signals and systems 10, engineering mathematics 2, and others 2. Here is a similar bar graph for 2018 ISRO exam, and then let's see how many subjects are there from which more than 10 questions were asked, that is beyond this line. So you can see there is electromagnetic field theory from which 15 questions were asked, and then you have digital circuits from which 13 questions were asked, then you have communication on which 12 questions were asked. From this we can infer that there are some subjects on which heavy emphasis is given in ISRO. By analyzing the previous 3 years question papers for ISRO electronics exam, we can say that there are 4 to 5 subjects on which heavy emphasis is placed. So let's see what these subjects are. Electromagnetic field theory, and then you have electronic devices and circuits, and then you have communications, digital circuits, and analog circuits. It is possible that from each of these subjects more than 10 questions can appear in ISRO electronics exam. I have put all the information and the analysis in the description below, from where you can download for your own reference. The syllabus for the ISRO written exam is almost similar to the GATE exam. So there is a very good chance that if you are studying for the GATE exam, you can also clear the ISRO written exam. As I have told before, all the information which I am giving here can be downloaded from the description below for your own reference. If you found the information useful, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you want to crack competitive technical exams like GATE, ISRO, DRDO for electronics communication, electrical and instrumentation engineering. You should also subscribe to our channel if you want help with placement in core companies. Thanks for watching. See you later.